Welcome to Caldwell County Today. I'm Paige Counts, Public Information Officer for Caldwell County. Joining me today is April Austin with the Caldwell Senior Center. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
April, you have so much going on, and I guess we should point out that as we're recording this, it's Older Americans Month.
It is Older Americans Month, and we've already been celebrating and have a lot more planned this month, so it's a very special time for us to recognize the contributions that our seniors have made to our community. And at the Senior Center, we really like to focus on that because obviously, we wouldn't be around if it wasn't for that group, but senior citizens in this county are amazing. They've led the way on so many different volunteer opportunities, different community initiatives, and we really, really want to honor those that come and participate and do things. So we do always really try to focus on Older Americans Month and doing some special events.
And we do appreciate the contributions our seniors make and continue to make.
Yes, absolutely.
And when we talk, we often talk about the special things you have going on, but today we're going to concentrate on the things you do every week or every month. So talk to me about some of your regularly scheduled programs.
Well, it's always so hard to pick what to talk about because we do have so much that's going on, and that regular schedule is something that's just packed all the time. We have different events every day. We offer exercise classes almost every day of the week, and we have different levels of classes. So we have senior cardio, we have senior strength training, we have balance builders, 3 different levels of line dance. That's something I think a lot of people don't realize. We have beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you have all different levels to choose from. And Tai Chi, that's something we offer right now. We have 2 different Tai Chi classes that are happening. And for those who don't like to exercise, we do lots of different craft groups or art groups. We have pottery, we have senior crafters. If you are musically talented, or even if you just enjoy it and you're not all that talented, you don't have to be an expert in singing, but our senior songbirds, and they go out to visit our rest homes and nursing homes in the county and provide some enjoyment for those people who are there, and that's something that's really special. Or cards or wood cards. It just goes on and on and on. We have all these different events. Something relatively new that we've been doing twice a month now, we have pet therapy. And Casey, everybody loves Casey that has met her, and she comes to visit us twice a month on Wednesdays and kind of visits with people. We do different health screenings, blood pressure checks. Our fitness room, our computer lab are always open for people to use. So we just have a lot of resources and events that are going on every day.
And I'm going to go ahead and mention it maybe on the next slide, but I'm going to go ahead and mention pool tables. You have people who play pool.
We do have pool tables. Our billiards table is one of our most popular activities. They're there just about all day, every day. A group of them, they kind of come in and come and go and back and forth, but they start usually at 8 o'clock in the morning, and a lot of days they're still there at 4 o'clock when we get ready to lock the door. So they're a really fun group of people. They make my day, so they're always willing to help us out and do things. Our staff entrance is right by the pool table, so they're always letting us in and out the back door, and that's a lot of fun. So if you're interested in billiards or just want a group to hang out with, even if there's some that come and just sort of hang out with them, don't even play that much, but it's a lot of fun, and it's something that's there all day, every day while we're open.
Talk to me a little bit about the services you offer.
I think that's something people don't always realize that we do have. I think sometimes they think it's all fun and games, which is a lot of fun and games, but we do offer services. I mentioned the blood pressure checks a while ago, but monthly we have the community paramedics program. They come and do blood pressure checks for people. We have our computer lab. We have free internet. If you want to come and use our Wi-Fi, you can use our devices. You can use your device. Lots of different health screenings. We've had everything from fall assessments to COVID clinics, vaccine clinics. We have had some safety assessments, hepatitis B screening, everything, just, different things that come up. We try to do all these different health screenings for people. We have people with housing and home improvement referrals. I think people don't always realize their services out there. If you're in need of some home repairs, we can help you get linked to the right thing. If you need a wheelchair ramp for yourself or for a loved one, we can help get you connected to those. Information assistance, we talk about this a lot. If you have a question, call us, because we have a lot of people that know a lot of resources and we can connect you to those. Something else, that we work with job placement and job training, and I think people don't realize that We're a host agency for the Senior Community Service Employment Program, so people who are participating in that program can come and work at the Senior Center and get some training for computer skills or whatever other job training they may need. We also help with online job applications. That's something that most of the world has moved to applying online. And so if you need help doing those online applications, we have people that can assist you. Our Seniors Health Insurance Information Program, we talk about that every time. Well, our Medicare program, so we do that. But legal assistance, we help people with referrals to different legal programs, to legal aid. We have a program that comes in once a year that can help with wills for people who need that. Again, we do our advanced care planning, healthcare power of attorneys, and living wills every month. We talk about that a lot. Medical equipment, we loan people medical equipment if they need wheelchairs or walkers or different types of equipment. The mobile food pantry, we've been partnering with Yokefella now for quite a while to do a mobile food pantry where you can drive through and pick up food once a month, always on the fourth Monday. Notary services, we offer free notary services to the residents of the county that are 60 and older by appointment. Want to make sure that gets out there. We don't, mostly because of the witnesses. We usually do have a notary on staff, but we don't always have enough people to witness documents. And then we do, senior Tar Heel cards and transportation referrals. It's kind of an endless list of what we do. And one of the things we also wanted to make out, we've had a lot of people calling, we help with voter registration. So if you've moved and you want to check your voter registration, that's something I've been doing a lot of here more recently because it's, that time of year. But helping people who don't really know for sure if they got their registration updated or changed, and we can help you look that up and find that information. And if you need to change that, we can help you with those things too. And that's something we actually offer all the time. So if you move and it's not really election time and you want to get that updated, we can help you update those registrations.
Really, your staff offers a world of services for senior adults.
We do, and I think people don't realize that sometimes that those services are out there and available. And if we don't provide the service directly, we usually know how to get you connected to who does.
I have told people many times, if it's a senior issue, if you're a caregiver, if you have a question, call the senior center. They will know how to direct you. They may not provide the service, but they can certainly provide the direction that you need.
Yes.
And you've already mentioned advanced care planning. Tell us when it's coming up for.
So this is so important that we want to make sure that we get this out there. But we do advanced care planning. We do it every month. We work with Amorum, and they come in and do the classes and go over the paperwork and the documents that you have and help you fill them out. And then we have notaries on staff on site to do those if you want to execute the documents. It's offered the second Thursday of every month at 1:30. So every month we have one of these. It's always the same day, the same time. And I want to make sure we put that up because one of the things that we have, especially since we reopened after our closure from COVID, this class is full every single month. And so we want to make sure people know that it's out there and call us and get on the list so that you can get in because it will fill up and it's something. But every month we do this on the second Thursday. So it's something really important. If you go to an attorney to get these documents, they're fairly expensive, and you can do this there for free. And we do the healthcare power of attorneys and the living wills.
So very important. And I would also encourage people, if you have those documents in place, review them periodically.
Yes, absolutely. And if you need to update them or make changes, we can help you with that as well.
Now, the next thing we're going to talk about, we both agree this is something everyone needs.
Yes.
Financial planning workshops.
So we always have a lot of requests to do financial planning workshops, and we try to get things that seniors are going to be interested in and want to know. But this one, I think, couldn't be at a more appropriate time and couldn't be more significant. May 19th at 3 o'clock, we're going to have a program on inflation and how it affects your retirement. And I think everyone probably has heard about inflation recently. It's on the news, it's everywhere you look, and if you go to the grocery store or anywhere else, you can see the impacts of that because things have definitely changed quite a bit. And we've heard from a lot of seniors how this is impacting them in trying to buy groceries and medications and pay their bills and purchase gas on a fixed income. Because they're kind of limited. So Ethan Gilley, who's a financial planner with Edward Jones, is going to come and do a program and talk about this, and it'll give people opportunity to ask questions. One of the things too that people may not realize, our educational programs like this, we open those to anyone. So you can come any age. So if you are interested in inflation and how it affects your retirement, and maybe you want to think about changing how you're paying into your retirement now, if you're not a senior yet, or if you're already, drawing your retirement, he's going to have some tips for you as well. But I think it's something really important, and Ethan does a wonderful job doing programs and is very knowledgeable and always has a great program for us. So we're excited that he's going to be coming, and I think it'll be very beneficial.
One of the other things you do is you partner with the Caldwell Heritage Museum. Let me get that out right.
Yes.
And this month you have a program all about High Brighton Mountain.
Absolutely. And I think that a lot of people, one of the things people recognize instantly from Caldwell County are pictures of High Brighton Mountain with the star or the cross. I think that's kind of an iconic Caldwell County image. But a lot of people may not know that much about High Brighton Mountain or the history. So Cindy Day with the Heritage Museum is going to come to the Senior Center and do a program about High Brighton Mountain Thursday, May 26th at 3 o'clock. And so that'll be a really interesting program. And if you want to know about High Brighton Mountain, some of the things that happen, I've learned a lot the last few years just about some things that were there that I didn't know, and I've lived here just about my whole life. So I moved away for a couple of years, but other than that, I've lived here for 46 years. So, and I've learned things that I didn't know. So Cindy's going to come and talk about High Brighton Mountain and its significance and the history and that kind of thing. So it'll be a really interesting program.
Really interesting program. And if you're new to the community, it's a good opportunity to learn. But if you've been here a long time, there's always something you can learn.
Right. And a lot of people I found out, they know that star is there and they know that cross is there, but that's really the only thing they might know about High Brighton Mountain. So I think this will be really, really good for people to come to and very interesting.
Now this next program is fairly new to the Senior Center. Senior Planet?
Yes.
Tell us about this.
So Senior Planet is a program we just started in April. We kicked it off. And it's a pilot project that we're participating in. Senior Planet's a nonprofit division under AARP, all about aging with attitude and learning technology and harnessing the power of technology. We have started with a series of tech lectures and workshops, and they have been immensely popular. They've all been full. They've all had waiting lists, so we are really excited about that. But we're going to be releasing a new calendar, and I wanted to go ahead and mention it now because our June and July calendar schedules are getting ready to be sent out. They'll be sent out kind of mid to late May, and we're going to have a new series of classes that start in June, and then going into July and August even, that we've got scheduled out, and they fill up really quick, so we want people to know. But these have been wonderful programs, and some of the topics we've got coming up, we tried to gear some of our schedule toward things people ask us about. So we're going to have a lecture workshop on shopping on Amazon. I'm an Amazon shopper, so I know how much fun that can be for people. We've had people asking for some information on video chats. So we're going to have a lecture on different video chats, and actually we're going to have a workshop on Zoom. So we'll actually set you up. You don't even have to have your own device. We'll have those for you, and you can kind of log in and start learning how Zoom works and all the features if you haven't done that. Photography and photo management seems to be a big thing for our seniors. They want to know how to do that. So we're going to have a workshop on Google Photos and how you use that. And then with much, much excitement, we have been working toward this for months, but our Chromebook classes will start in August. So we'll actually have a class that meets 2 days a week, and you don't have to have anything. You do not have to have a device at all. We have everything provided, and we will teach you Chromebook basics and how to use that Chromebook, from everything to how to open it and turn it on, all the way through anything you may need to know. It'll be actually a 5-week class that meets twice a week. So we're really excited about that. We've had tons of people asking about it. So we wanted to let everybody know that's coming. So when you get those, start getting those newsletters, just make sure you keep an eye out, because we'll be taking signups for those, and they will fill up.
Because those classes are limited.
They are limited, just so we have enough trainers and helpers to kind of help everybody do. We do some hands-on things in these classes, but they're really excellent classes. We've had a really good response, and I think it's going to continue to grow, and we hope even if you think the class may be full, please call us and let us know that you want to take a particular class, because we are evaluating our schedule and adding classes based on the interest. So even if you think, oh, I waited too late and the class may be full, please call us and let us know, because what we're doing is looking at what classes we need to add additional sessions of and trying to get as many people in as we can, because we want people to feel comfortable using this technology and knowing how it works and what to do. And we're really excited, and they have been really, really good classes so far.
Awesome. Another thing you do a lot, I feel like you do a lot of this, is caregiver information.
We do a lot with caregivers, and our Caregiver Corner outreach group is actually a partnership. They call it Partnership for Life's Journey. So it's made up of several different organizations: the Western Piedmont Council of Governments, Via Health, Amorum, and our current sponsor for our location is going to be Grace Village Assisted Living in Granite Falls. So we're doing in-person presentations May 11th, June 8th, and July 13th on caregivers, offering some resources, how to manage caregiver stress, some meditation techniques for caregivers. And when I say meditation, it's not necessarily what you think of when that image pops in your head where you're sitting in a lotus position. But we're going to talk about some different tips. And we also have a book for the people who register to come on June the 8th. There's actually a book called Meditations for Caregivers. It has a lot of information about caregiver stories and how people have dealt with certain situations. And it's a really, really good book. I've read it myself. We did a class a couple summers ago using this book, and so we're going to use that again on our June the 8th session. So everybody that comes to that event will get a free copy of the book. But all of those events are going to be at 3 o'clock, and they're going to be held at Grace Village Assisted Living, and Grace Village is going to be providing refreshments for us. So we're excited about that. We have tried to move these support groups around to different areas of the county, because especially now with gas prices and other things, it's difficult sometimes for people to travel from Granite Falls to Lenoir or vice versa. So we're trying to locate them in different areas of the county so we can reach caregivers throughout the county. But you can always call us if you need more information on that, or if you want to just come to one of the events. But we can definitely share that information with you if you have questions or would like to sign up.
You mentioned Medicare earlier, and you do have a Medicare workshop coming up.
We do. We try to offer Medicare 101 workshops at least every other month. Sometimes we do them a couple months in a row, depending on our schedule. But these are geared toward people who are going to be eligible for Medicare in the next year or so. A lot of times it's good to get involved with this before you start. Maybe people who are new to Medicare, or caregivers who are now taking care of somebody who has Medicare and they don't quite understand all of the pieces. So we do that workshop. It's going to be May the 23rd at 5:30. We try to offer them periodically after hours. So if you're still working but want to come and get this information. And what we do is talk about Medicare A, B, C, D, all those different things, all those commercials you see on TV, all the different pieces and parts, what those pieces do, what each part pays for, what you need to have, what you may not need to have, decisions you may need to think about if you have other insurance coverage or you're still working and have insurance. We can go over all of those with you. We also have SHIP counselors available on site. Most days we have at least one on site, and they can help you if you're new to Medicare, if you need to make changes due to a special enrollment period, if you want to apply for extra help, if you think your medication costs are too high, you may qualify for some subsidized medication programs, and we can help you do those applications, and just to answer your questions.
Lots of good information there.
Yes.
So if you are close to signing up for Medicare, check that out. Now we're going to talk about what looks like some fun things coming up this summer, and as I look over this list, I see things I want to attend. Just going to be straight up about that.
Well, good, because I think there's some things everybody should attend. We have recently, we're really excited. It'll be starting in June, so we'll talk more about the details the next time I come. But we've recently partnered with FryCare. They're going to be doing a monthly health and wellness program at the Senior Center. We've tried to pick some topics that we haven't covered or that share a different perspective on something maybe we have covered. So we're going to have some programs on diabetes. We're going to have some programs on back pain. There's some programs on joint replacements that are coming. And so we're really excited about that. They're going to be doing a monthly program. We get a lot of calls about somebody that'll help me with my device, with my phone, with my computer, my tablet, somebody that'll just sit down with me one-on-one. And so we have a volunteer who's going to be working with us through the summer, who's going to be coming. And so we're going to have Tech Time with Brianna, so you can sign up and get an appointment slot to meet one-on-one with Brianna and get help with whatever technology questions it is you have, and work kind of one-on-one in those slots with her. Pictionary. We did Pictionary before COVID, and now we keep hearing people want it back. So we're going to be having Pictionary come back, which if you have not done Pictionary with us, you have really missed out. It's probably one of the most fun things we've ever done. And the good news is you don't have to participate. You can just come and watch if you don't want to be on a team. The other thing is the worse you draw, the more fun it is. So, because I can't draw at all and I always play. We're going to have some home safety assessments. Tara Swanson with the Community Paramedic Program is going to come in and talk about how you can make some assessment of your home or your loved one's home and figure out how to make that safer. She's got some tips and tools that we're going to be able to use. And one of our most requested things since I've been there is self-defense. And so we do have a self-defense class coming up later in the summer. So it will have some hands-on demonstration. You don't have to hands-on demonstrate anything if you don't want to, if you just want to come and learn, but it's going to be really a great class, and we're excited that we were able to finally get that set up to do something in person with that. And then we've revamped our newsletter. So we have some big changes. People are probably going to see that when they get their next newsletter. We had so much going on that we took the calendar out. And so we are actually going to start printing the calendar on one page, front and back, so it'll have 2 months on it. You'll have June on one side and July on the other. And we're going to have those available at the Senior Center. And then the newsletter that you get mailed to you or emailed to you will be a little bit different in that it won't have those pages that are the calendar that we couldn't fit everything on anymore. But they'll have information about the events, about the programs, a little bit more description about what the programs involve. And then if you get your newsletter emailed, you'll get the emailed newsletter and an emailed copy of the calendar, and we'll have hard copies of the calendar available for people to pick up at the Senior Center if they want just something to stick on the refrigerator or keep track of, just that kind of one-page document. So
that's exciting.
It
That's
is
a lot of work
exciting.
for staff too.
It's a lot. It's exciting. We've been trying for months to figure out how to get more information in our newsletter because we have so much to get out there. We just can't squeeze it all in. So this is something new. And as always, we want to hear feedback if you like or don't like the new format, what you think we can improve so we can check that out. But that'll be coming, the June and July newsletter. When that gets mailed out in the end of May, it'll be the new format.
New format. You also are always in need of volunteers.
Always in need of volunteers. We use volunteers for a lot of different things. We do, our receptionists usually are volunteers, and so we're always looking at people that could volunteer 1 day a week, half a day a week, several days a week. We have all kinds of opportunities just to answer the phone, greet people, kind of direct them if they don't know where it is they need to go. People that want to teach classes. We're always looking for people who want to teach classes, exercise instructors, art instructors, any of those things. If you have a skill or a talent you'd like to share, those are, interestingly enough too, it might be that you want to do this one time, and that's okay. We have opportunities for people to come in and teach a class on how to make wreaths one time, or people who want to teach weekly and want to teach an exercise class or a different thing. So we have different opportunities available. We also have special projects. We did for Older Americans Month. We actually have already had it before we filmed this, but we did a picnic. Mm-hmm. So we need people that will just help serve food and hand out things and register people for just special events. We need people to do projects kind of around the Senior Center. If you, sometimes we have groups that want to come in and help paint or clean up something or do special projects for us. We always need SHIP counselors for our Medicare program. So if that's something you have an interest in, and that can be kind of a flexible schedule of how often you want to volunteer and how you want to do that. We're also looking to form an advisory committee. We would like an advisory committee for our senior center that's made up of seniors in the community who want to have input into the planning process for the senior center, because I've said before, it's not my senior center, and I want to make sure that we're able to get input from the people who use the services and benefit from the services as to how we can make it better and how we can meet those needs in the community. And so we're really looking for people who would be interested in volunteering for that committee. And it wouldn't be an enormous time commitment. We would try to limit those to less than monthly meetings so that you don't have to, commit a ton of time to it. But we really would like that feedback from people, and we're working to try to get that set up.
So lots of opportunities to volunteer,
Yes.
to be part of the senior center. One way to stay connected with the senior center is your social media.
Yes.
Tell us about all you have going on the social media front.
So our social media is definitely the way to get information. That's the quickest source of information. We try to keep it updated. We try to post pictures of what we have. We try to do our events that are out there, keep those posted on Facebook. We do Travel Tuesday every week that goes out via email and Facebook. So if you don't have Facebook, you can still get that through our email. We take a different field trip. We keep talking about canceling that and not doing it anymore. And then as soon as we think about that, somebody comes in and tells us how much they enjoy the trips. So we work to do that. Wellness Wednesday, we send out different emails each week with different wellness tips, information, different topics to try to keep people, we want to keep people healthy and active, and that's one of our main goals. Think About It Thursday is usually just a Facebook thing we do for fun, something interesting for you to contemplate, think about, maybe share with us a story. We've done a lot of different things on that, but we really like the feedback from the participants that come in. So maybe share something with us that you remember or that you like. So and again, Facebook's the fastest way to get our updates. Anything that happens, any class that's canceled, any change to, unfortunately, we're still in that time frame where we have things that have to get canceled unavoidably due to illness or other things. So that's the first place that we do. And you can always ask to be put on our email list, and we'll send you our newsletters via email, our events, special updates, programs that we have, things like that all go out on email first.
April, I'm going to ask you this every month. Your hours, because they are a little bit different from what they have been.
They are, and they're not exactly traditional anymore. So we are there Monday through Wednesday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursdays, we're open from 8 to 7. So all of those programs, services, fitness room, billiards table, computer labs, all of those things are actually available to people on Thursdays after 5 o'clock. One of the things that we really have tried to focus on is getting people to be able to access our services who still work, or maybe who take care of their grandchildren and can't come during those traditional hours. So we do have that time available on Thursday nights, and then on Fridays from 8 to 1.
So more options with your time. And we've talked often as we've done this interview about contact the senior center, the senior center. How do people contact the senior center?
So you can come and visit us. We're on Penton Avenue in Lenoir. You can check out our website, which is caldwellseniorcenter.org. We have our information there. Our newsletters are posted there, changes, updates, resource. We have a resource page on our website, so you can click on different links if you need to access resources. Again, follow our Facebook page or just give us a call, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions, add you to our mailing list, add you to our email list, and get you the information.
April, thank you for being here today, and thank you for what you and your staff are doing for older Americans, because I know it's a growing list and you're always looking for a new way to reach out.
Absolutely. And thank you for sharing that information with the seniors in the community.
And thank you for watching Caldwell County Today.